Not working for you?
It's working. It's on. It's on. It's on. It's on. Hello, people. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Oh my God, baby. You a bust. You ain't gonna sew that together. Good evening, people. Good evening. Ooh. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome. 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 I'll wait till some people pop up. I'm a little late. Apologies for my tardiness. Okay, so this got the little picture. That's cute. I am here in spite of me being tired, but I am here. Welcome. My name is Kimball Evans. I'm your trap therapist, and you're on Trap Lounge. You can't see the Trap Lounge on IG because you'll be tripping. I can't kind of get you where you want to supposed to be at. I don't know why. My iPad be acting up, but you see it. It's over there. You're on the Trap Lounge. Okay. I'm scared to move you. I'm scared to. I move you that way. If I move you that way, you can't see me. I'm gonna leave you alone. But good evening. Today is Wednesday, December the 18th, and we got what, a week? We got a week before Christmas. Christmas falls on a Wednesday this year, which is why this is our last episode because Christmas falls on a Wednesday and New Year's Day actually is on a Wednesday. So we will not be on Christmas Day because that's a holiday that I have to work, and that is a holiday that I will be relaxing while working. Pray for me. um, but we are here to discuss a wrap up. Um, this psycho education, mental health, the Trap Lounge has been on since, and I wrote it down. I wrote it down. I wrote it down. I wrote it down somewhere. We've been on since these. Our first episode was actually December 28th, 2022. That was the first episode that I did. I was sitting down. I was like, let me write some notes real quick. Um, wrote some notes real quick, and it was titled. Let me see. I wrote it down. Ooh, I didn't write it down. Kimber, you didn't write it down? I thought I did. I thought I did. I got the book over there. I know where it was. I got all my books. Yeah, my first episode was December 28th, 2022, and it was titled How to Relate with Others. I remember that episode because I was breaking down um, communication. So that was a cool episode I had. I was a little bit nervous coming on. So I was like, I don't want to teach people about psychology. What is this lock doing over here? It's one of them. This is one just spoken on. Okay, there you go. All right. I didn't want to teach people about I didn't want to teach you about psychology. I didn't want to teach you about that. I just wanted to break down mental health, the stressors, the coping strategies. I didn't want to come on here and teach what I got taught in school. I just wanted to break things down in the normal way. How to interact with people who had mental health, how to help others in their family that didn't understand mental health. Hey, Miss Carla. So that's what I wanted this trap lounge to be about. Helping others that have mental health, understanding people that that struggle with mental health, that struggle with substance use, having family members. Lionel, you stressed out about what? You stressing me out by coming on here saying you stressed out. What's going on, cousin? What's going on? But before we even get into all of that, thank you for saying that you're stressed out. So now you can communicate with me. Right. So we always do our mental health check-in. So I put my mental health check-in up there. I think I did it around like 4 o'clock today. I had some time. I had to make some errands. I got off work really early this today. I had some personal stuff to take care of. So I was able to probably get this in early. So our mental health check-in, if you're doing great, put a red emoji heart up there, a red emoji heart. If you're doing okay, put that blue emoji heart up there. If you're kind of doing put a yellow emoji heart up there. If things are tough and you're struggling, put that green emoji heart up there. If you're having a hard time and you wouldn't mind if someone was to reach out to you, put that purple emoji heart up there. I will reach out to you. Probably try to get you some resources to where you can get some help. If you're in a really dark place, put the broken emoji heart up there. I'll try to again reach out to you, get you some assistance and help. If you're having some harmony and some balance in your life, put that pink emoji heart up there. If you're feeling kind of optimistic and uplifting, you can put the orange emoji heart up there. If you're feeling kind of poopy, put the poopy emoji with the brown emoji heart up there. If you're having some mixed emotions with some blankness, innocence, and minimalism, put the white emoji heart up there. If you're feeling cool and self-restrained, oh, Miss Carter, you put some blue up there today. Hey, girl. Yes. Cool and self-restraint. Put the gray emoji heart up there. If you're feeling relaxed and friendly today, like Miss Carla is, put them like blue hearts up there. Yes, girl. Yes. I like to see that. You see that big old smile I got on my face today? I love that, Miss Carla. I love that. If you're feeling having some sadness and anger, put those black emoji hearts up there. Now, Lionel, you said you're having some mental health and physical health issues. Your physical health issues, you don't like to listen. You do not like, and people, and that was one of the things I liked about 2024. I had a couple of episodes that I love to get into, and one of them was, which one was it? The difference between treatment and therapy. Identifying, understanding, and knowing the difference between treatment and therapy. That, I'm about to just let it all down. It's supposed to be to the side to help me not get it off my neck. But that lock is just, you just get that one lock. Well, y'all don't know because it looks crazy. It's crazy. All right, Lionel, talk to me. What's going on? What's going on before I get into the meat of my segment tonight? If you want to, this was a great segment for you to be on last week when it was Q&A. It was Q&A. You can ask me any questions and I will answer them. You're going to wait till my last episode tonight to, really run me into the whole, babe, could you give me some water? Because I'm going to be talking to Lionel. He's, mm-hmm. And you got my personal number too, cousin, really. Hey, Miss Tamika. Really. Yeah, bring me some water. See, thank you, because yeah. Now, wrapping up 2024. I was going through all my books. I keep all my books. I keep all my books just to make sure that I don't repeat topics. Because the way my mind works, I grab these topics, they come up. God gives me these topics, they just come up. I ask different people. I even ask you guys to help me with a topic. If you got something that you want to talk about, you got something that you're thinking about. No, Lionel, I did not know that. Now you're making me sad. Now you're making me upset. You're making me upset. Now you know I got your phone number, right? Pray for Philly. Just pray for Philly. So that means the doctor's been giving you orders. And you have to follow. You just had some cooking stuff on your. You just said you had to was baking chicken, right? You was just baking chicken. That means you need to get a wife, Lionel, to take care of you. A wife, someone that can take care of you, someone that you need to listen to. Oh. You need a wife. You need a wife, someone that can take care of you. I'm sure your mom done told you that already, thousands of times. Me and her be on the same page. A wife. So I ran through my other books. Topics have not been the same, but the information kept getting poured out in the same way. Don't you do that to our black women? Don't you? Don't you do that to our black women? Okay. Well, hasn't been the same. But the topic that I really liked the best that we had again was the therapy versus treatment. I liked it that I forgot what day it was when I think it was either February or January that I talked about it. Therapy versus treatment. And I'm probably going to broadcast it even though I'm not on next week and even though everybody's going to be opening their Christmas gifts and, making hot cocoa and marshmallow stuff in there and eating and all that stuff. Some people may be on social media just because. Maybe I'll do it on a Saturday, just have it up there. Therapy versus treatment. I'm going to put it up there. I was looking at it today. I have every episode I've ever done. Okay, there's they're hidden away somewhere. But with therapy versus treatment, therapy is to inspire change and to improve the quality of life through self-awareness and self-exploration. Is to help improve communication, the skills. Therapy is also a tool to restore the condition of good health. That's what you need, Lionel. Therapy. Improve the quality of life through self-awareness. See, because now you have a health condition. You know what I mean? You're not that old. We're around about the same age. Now you have this health condition. That can be scary as hell. Okay, it's nothing to play with. That's real. That's real serious, right? And you have this health condition, so you have to improve your quality of life, be self-aware of it, and restore the condition so you can have good health, right? Treatment refers to curing an individual. You're going to do both. You need to do both. So treatment would kind of be like going to the doctor for, and it's kind of sketchy, borderline diabetes, right? If they call you a borderline diabetic, you're going to treat that. You don't quite have diabetes, but they're trying to, treat that. They're doing everything in their power. That's me. I've been a borderline diabetic. I don't quite have it. I'm on the cusp of it for 2 years now, and I'm fighting like I don't know what. I'm gonna say like hell. Not to have this detrimental health condition that runs in my family. It's inherited, and I'm not claiming it. I'm not claiming it. I refuse to claim it. And so my treatment is eating properly, exercising every day, taking all sugar out of my diet, um, and nutrition. So I don't come visit you because I don't like North Philly. So I come get you and bring you up here. Yeah, that's right. I moved out. That's why I moved out of that place. I moved out of that place. I can come get you. Um, another. Let me make sure because I want to make sure I'm following my topic because I wrote a lot. I don't want to get off topic. So every year since I've been doing the Trap Lounge, every year I know at the end of the year I always talk about New Year's resolutions. I never do them. I never do New Year's resolutions. I always start. First of all, I started before December even started, thinking about what I want to do. You ain't gonna do that to me, Lionel. I know Jesus didn't go to church. I will come out on the streets to help. You gotta meet me halfway, dude. Not gonna do that. Meet me halfway. I never do New Year's resolutions because they don't stick, and this is the reason why. And you just keep with me. They don't stick. New Year's resolutions often fail because people tend to set unrealistic goals that are either too broad, lack a clear plan, and lack intrinsic motivation, leading to a quick loss of momentum. And each year, I just had, yeah, okay, is this one? Where's my fundamental rights? Oh, did I trash it? I think I trashed it. I had a 3x5 card for last year. Forbes had, and it's the same thing. We always, I mean, what we, this is by popular demand. Everybody, by popular demand of a vote. It's the same resolutions every year from a specific amount of people: weight loss, quitting smoking, learning to do something new, either speak another language, a new hobby, eat healthier, go on a diet, get out of debt, save some money, spend more time with your family, travel to new places. This is the number one thing. Everybody wants to be stressed, be less stressful, right? Be less stressful. Create new boundaries, cut themselves away from old people, toxic relationships, old habits. But it says 30% on the average make it past the first month of January, compared to 9% who successfully keep their resolutions throughout the year. And people probably hear that term, the first 7 days, you have it in your mind. Um, 21 days after that, it becomes a habit. The next month, you have it down packed, and then it becomes a routine. Not technically so. It takes us, because we're so microwavable. When I say microwavable, we want it quick, fast, in a hurry. We want it right then and there. We are our time, our attention span. If it's not grabbing us, and if it's not something that we want, then and then we go on to the next thing. And it's even with goals. We want it quick, fast, and a hurry. Right, Lionel? You want it now. Right now. And then that's the same thing with goals. And I think I tried to talk about this a little last year, but I'm going to probably get into it a little bit deeper before 2025, because 2025 is going to be heavy. Don't know why I'm saying 2025 is going to be heavy. I just have that feeling. And I say this in my ooh, sorry guys. That's my 24 365. They're all dropping. Yeah. 365 prayer group is praying right now. I'm gonna put you in the prayer in my prayer book line. Thank you, baby. Right now. All right, got you in here. You're in here. Prayer works. Trust me, it does. So you can conquer these goals, because they don't seem, to me, they don't seem that complicated. Losing weight, quitting smoking, trying something new, eating healthier, doing a diet thing. I wouldn't call it a diet. It's just changing your eating habits. Getting out of debt, saving money, spending time with the family. You just have to start them before January, because it seems like a gimmick. Everybody's doing it. It's a gimmick. It's kind of like a timeshare. You're going to this timeshare. In the timeshare, they're asking you to spend money or to invest in something that you're not going to. Your friend, maybe a family member, got you this deal to get hooked up. Hey, you're gonna have this awesome weekend. It's a nice place. Just go there. And at the end of the day, you're not going to stay. You're not even going to invest in it. Just go for the weekend. So have a nice place to hang out at. All done that before. I know when we did it with my sister, we ended up getting the timeshare because the guy was just so awesome. We ended up getting it. We took our whole family up there, and I don't know if my twin sister, when we took them, I don't know if they ended up getting it as well, because again, the guy was just so awesome, right? So you have to be prepared when you're doing any type of new thinking in the mind, switching a job, buying a car, anything major, going back to school, anything that's life changing for you in that moment, something that's going to change your routine, changing the shift at work, even if it's something positive, getting a promotion. Promotion means more money, right? I got a gym in my basement. I'm not taking you to a gym. You can come. There's a gym in my basement. Every day I go to the gym. It's at 6:00 in the morning. Are you willing to get up at 6:00 in the morning and work out? Because I do it every day. It's a sacrifice. Matter of fact, I get up at 5:45 in the morning every morning, so I can get down to the gym at 6:00, so I can leave out the house by 7:10, so I won't be late for work. The new schedule that I'm on. It's a sacrifice. All right. So another thing that another episode that I liked that we did this year was the topic of homelessness here in Philadelphia. How does it impact your mental health? And a good friend of mine, Jay Garrell, that has an organization, DOPE, DOPE, which means doing our part collectively. Um, she still feeds down at 1401 JFK Plaza every other Saturday. They just fed Saturday just passed. Um, and we were looking at the homeless population here in Philadelphia, and I found out through research that 17% of that population are children between the age of 18 and 24. And it was just so amazing to me. Like, kids are going to school, they're still in school, they're in middle school, they're in high school, and they're homeless. And that basically means that they don't have no stable or safe, adequate housing for these kids. So they're going from couch to couch. They're sleeping on a friend's couch, um, maybe on a family member's couch. They're going to a shelter. And right now it's really cold out, so I think we had 3 or 4 cold blues. A couple of nights. I know it was fairly a little warm today. I think it was 60 yesterday, but it's going to be, what did they say, like 20 degrees coming up soon. It's going to feel like, so those temperatures are going to be really warm out there. So it's a I'm going to leave this number in the chat at the end of this live. It's a 24-hour emergency shelter assistance housing number. It's 215-686-7175. I do also have I think Project Homes number I can leave in the chat as well. But Jay Guerrero has been doing the feeding of the homeless and clothing the homeless down there at 1401 JFK, right in front of the municipal building for years. I was volunteering with her for probably 3 or 4 years before I started volunteering with her husband. And he feeds down at Kensington on Allegheny every other second Sunday. We've been having some problems because the new mayor, Mayor Parker, has came in, and you have to have a permit to feed or give away clothes anywhere. It's been a law, but before she came into office, it was really lenient with that. So we're trying to get those permits in to help go back down Kensington and Allegheny to feed. So if you ever want to volunteer, if you're free on a Saturday, I believe this Saturday, Jay will be there on 1401 JFK Plaza feeding. If you have any clothes, any clean clothes, especially coats, hats, gloves, we're going to donate. Go on her website, Dope, DOPE, Doing Our Part Collectively, Facebook and on Instagram. Lovely, lovely woman. Lovely woman. Lovely woman. Her daughter is my bestie. So, hey JL, shout out to JL. I love that group. I asked my husband what was a good episode for him. What was a good episode that he liked for the Trap Lounge, and I thought he was going to say the episode that we did together. We did 3 episodes together. But he didn't pick any of those. The episode that he said he liked together. Hey, Bestie. Hey, Miss Burke. The one he said he liked was From Grit to Grace. That was in June as well, and that was with my guy Isaiah or Zah. He's from Texas actually. So this was a guy that I seen on Instagram. I guess he was on Instagram, and he was doing gospel rap, and it caught my eye. He was he didn't look like he just did not look like somebody that would portray our Lord and Savior. Let's just say that. And I was like, wow. So I went through his page and I started flipping through his page, and he had a sweatshirt on that represented Christ. And I was like, how can I get that sweatshirt? And I clicked on a link, and he actually had a line of clothing that was all about representing Christ. And I was going through it, and I read his bio, and I was like, I need to talk to him and get him on my show. You don't know how many people I try to get on my show. I don't know, because I'm a small fry from Philly. I'm not really out there like that, which is okay for right now. Or a lot of people really don't like to be in front of cameras on social media. I've asked lots of people, can you come on? Is it okay that you don't have to be seen? You can they can hear you, and people either ditch me or don't come on. And he was like, sure. Send me all of his information, and we kicked it from there. So that segment was called From Grit to Grace. Isaiah is a life coach. He also does some health things. So he's actually a fitness coach as well. And how about he's about to get married, guys? He's about to get married. I was so happy for him. He's been doing some movies and TV dramas on TV. So he's doing well since the last time I talked to him. I did mail him one of my sweatshirts that I had, which is Haters Are Welcome. And he actually wore it in one of his videos, which was cool. But his story was that, he came from the streets in Texas. He came from the streets of Texas, where he came from, and growing up, not in such a good neighborhood, history of incarceration, high crime, and he just had the mindset of, that things were not going to be any different for him. But when he was in jail, he gave his life over to Christ. And so, we always say, Lord, if you get me out the situation, I promise that I'll do better. But he stuck with it. And he got out. Things was really hard. He had a probation officer, and he stuck with it. And so if you see this person, he just looks like, I wouldn't say, who's the guy from, oh my God, he's a basketball player. Wait, who's the basketball player that didn't want the He's gonna come to my mind. But he doesn't look like the average Christian to me. But who does, right? Who does? But he's doing absolutely fine. He's getting married. He proposed to his girl. I think it was at a car dealer shop with these fancy cars. And I was watching it like, wow, like he's young. He's in his he's like 24, something like that. He's young. So I was like, yeah. Wow. I was amazed, but he's doing really well. So what have the Cottage House been doing? The Cottage House is my nonprofit organization. Our Just Do It is from surviving to living, right? Especially with mental health. I think with mental health, when you're struggling with mental health, you're just surviving. From my experience, from being in outpatient services, from my experiences with my mother, just living with my mom, from my experiences with just identifying with it for myself. If you don't identify that you have a mental health issue, stressors, problems, you're just surviving. You're just going through life surviving. Once you identify what that is, your stressors, your triggers, and try to cope with it, then you start living with it, just like with diabetes, just like with high cholesterol, just like with heart failure or heart disease. Once you live with it and work with it, you educate yourself on it, because it's an individualized thing. Depression looks different with different people. Bipolar looks different with different people. It's an individualized thing. The same thing with high blood pressure. Your high blood pressure is not going to look like my high blood pressure. It's different with different people. So you have to learn it on your own. Learn about yourself, your triggers on your own. Then you can live your life with your mental health illness, your mental health disorder. And then once you do that, you'll start to live, and then you can go through life coping well, even with the stressors, even with the crisis that even with all that, you can still go through life living. Of course, there's going to be days that you're going to have bad days and good days. Of course, there's going to be days when things are out of control and there's a storm brewing. Of course, that's life. And I just was telling somebody that today on the phone, the slogan of 2024 is life is lifing, right? That's the slogan. I heard it so many times this year, it didn't make any sense. Life is lifing. That's the slogan of 2024. Everybody got hit with so much in 2024. We all did. If we can cap up 2024, it lifed us. It just lifed us. Well, then we get hit with this year. So we don't know what 2025 is going to hold, right? So we have to be consistent. You have to show up. You have to be consistent with yourself. You have to show up. So that's what I did here. I don't think I missed one episode. And I think that's when my husband got sick. He got sick. I had to go to make sure I had to take care of him once I got off work and go to the hospital. He had kidney stones and pneumonia, and that was his first time. Yeah, because he said, I don't get sick. This is no makes no sense. I said, okay, well, you're human. You're human. You're not an alien. You're human, but people get sick. He was really upset that he got sick, and the next day he thought he was going to work. I'm like, Steven, you have pneumonia. You can't go to work. I mean, he was really upset. I was like, are you mad because you're sick, or are you mad because you can't go to work? So I tried to stay consistent with every Wednesday at 8:30. I first was only on Facebook. Deb said she has to show up for a lot in 2025, but only what God allows. That's one of my goals that I have down here as well. Absolutely. Absolutely. Only what God allows. Absolutely. I'm not going to try to pile too much. And I wrote those things down. I wrote those things. I'm not going to try to pile too much on my plate, and you will make me cross some things. You're going to make me cross some things out there. Because, listen, it's about three of them. I'm like, they're crossing over from next. Well, I'll explain that in a minute. I'll explain it in a minute. So I was consistent. No, he ain't snoring. Is he snoring?
What are you doing for?
You snoring.
Oh, what bad?
I didn't mean to hit you with the heart. I thought it was a little soft. So when I first got on here, it was just Facebook. Just my phone, Facebook. I added Instagram maybe the summer of 2023. And then my beloved sister gifted me with a laptop, and I added YouTube. So now I have Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. I'm not adding anything else. I'm not really that tech savvy. One of the guests that I really enjoyed that was on my show, I think she was like the second, or no, she was the first guest. Yeah, she was my first guest, was my daughter. My daughter, Wasima. We were talking about different parenting styles, and how my parenting styles being growing up was so very differently from hers, and how she taught me to listen more about the parenting styles, especially with her and my grandson. They have a really good connection, and they talk a little bit more in how I can connect with my grandson a little bit more by just talking to him, asking him questions, and that my parenting styles I seen with her growing up, and how my grandmother and my mother parenting styles with me were kind of crossed. And so communication was not a lot that was what I was used to growing up, getting talked to instead of getting talked at. And so it was a lot that was teaching me about how she parents with her son, and how I got parents with my grandmother and my mom. That was a good, a good show, a genuine good show. Then I had Shaleik Speaks on here, and there was a good one about opening your mouth, a healing show. She was so forceful. She was so empowered. That girl, I follow her now on her she has a podcast. I listen to it often. I think she's still praying for America. She's still so powerful when she speaks, when she talks. She's, oh my God, she's so inspiring. Shalay is, and then Melissa, I had her on. She was talking about an absent parenting and the importance of mental health. Of course, she lost her mother when she was very young, and she has children. She's doing a lot on her on her podcast and on her show on Instagram. She does reels now, and they're very good. She was doing stuff on her show. I think she has a book coming out. She does. She has a book coming out. So those guests were really good on my show. The last guest I had on my show was my girl Erica for the plants. And I wish I can turn my camera around. Maybe I should just one of them. I'm gonna do Facebook. No, if you can see the plants over there. So Erica, you inspired my husband. He got those plants over there for me. I told I told him that we're gonna be raising them plants together. We're gonna be raising those together. What are they, baby? I forgot. Dragonflies. They're dragonflies. You want to see Instagram? You want to see? Turn it around. You can see from over there. Yes, they can, because I can see from over there. They can see the greenery. Yeah, yeah. So those plants we just got, what, 2 days ago? 2 days ago. There you go. I'm sorry, YouTube. I don't want to break you. You're delicate. So we just got those plants in there. I still got my bamboo and my mother-in-law's and have some succulents in the window. I'm trying to keep up the green thumbs, as they say, to keep things green. The plants in the garden outside. I just went out there this morning, covered them up. It's getting cold. So planting in depression, which that episode was about, and so learning how to get your hands in the dirt and be one with the earth, and then also feeding yourself, right? Because I still have peas and things and seeds in my kitchen that I'm going to be planting or thinking about planting for I guess this harvest for summertime and things like that. I'm thinking about doing a class with Erica, bringing her together with some people to make plants and stuff for the summertime. Deborah said my peace is all I want. I know I was talking to him about that today. I love my peace. It's nothing like having peace. It's nothing like having peace. Nothing like having peace. Peace is priceless, all around, all around. Um, so what are some things that I did that we did? I say I because I'm the face of the Trap Lounge and the cottage house. I think one of the major things I did was I did a sneaker ball. I did Pass the Mic, and then there was a youth event that was really well. My sister's Stephanie Love God sponsored Pass the Mic for me. That was an awesome event. But in 2023, did I do a healing symposium in 2023? No, in 2023, my book, The Healing Journal, came out. It was finished. It was ready for sale. And then I did a healing symposium on it. Did the book signing. Did I? Yeah, the healing symposium book signing. And then this year was the Tatter and Bruise, where I also used the book. Did some small exercises out of the book. And that was awesome. That was just so awesome. So to either have people understand where they were, if they were ready to be healed, or to help people move forward in their healing process. It's difficult. It's very difficult to separate yourself from the trauma and to put yourself in a process of healing. I think I'm going to be doing a lot more of those classes in the future. That what you say? Bring who down there? Who do you want me to bring down there? So my goals from last year, from 2023, my goals for 2024 was I was supposed to be doing a monthly support group every third Saturday, and it was to be determined. That never happened. That never happened, and that was because I was still working that strange shift, the 11:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. And last year I did lose my father. Last year I did lose my great uncle. There was a lot of loss between last year and this year. Lots of loss, lots of loss. Um, this year I lost my grandmother and my mother this year. Um, there was no way I was doing anything. I don't even know how the girl with the Erica. You know how to put that. I'll videotape it. So yeah, I'll videotape it so we can make sure we'll do a live on it. Yeah, we'll do a live on it. Um, but that monthly support group, I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna have to put out what do you call that, a survey to see if a Saturday is good for everybody. Saturday is the only on the weekends is the only day I have off. And one of those Saturdays is a Saturday that my husband says is a nothing Saturday, so I can't do anything. That's been consistent. That has been consistent. A nothing Saturday every month. My husband say no. We ain't going outside. The only thing I agree to is let me brush my teeth. Just let me wash up, brush my teeth. Anything else, yeah. So I want to do a survey. Which day would be best for that monthly support group, and it might be twice a month. Twice a month. I'm gonna have to think about that. I'm also going to try to launch my life skill courses. I just have to figure out which 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 engine I'm going to use. Am I going to use Facebook or am I going to use YouTube? And so I think the first class that I'm going to be doing is personal development, planning, communications with mental health and stressors. Sounds really good to me. That's gonna be first class. That's going to be either at the end of January 2024 because again, if you're working on your goals, you're like me. I'm already working on those goals. I already have my book out. I already have dot things that I've already wrote down for that class. Homework that I'm supposed to be giving out. Handouts I'm supposed to be giving out. And that's why I said I've been thinking about this stuff since October. And if you were in my house, September? I had piles of books and stuff all on this couch. I'm glad my husband didn't say, "What's wrong with you? Let's get you some help." Because I had everything everywhere. I've been working on this stuff. I still have pretty disasters. I'm going to call them that, pretty disasters, in different places that I know where they are. And I already told him, babe, there's going to be days that you see me, but I'm not here. Another thing I want to do is like try to get involved in the community more, engage myself in some speaking events. I need it. I know. That's good. That book number 3, it's there. And I was all fired up for a while and it fizzled out. I have to get the fizzle out of the fuzzle. So when you're planning, you're thinking about your goals, for next year. Reflect on last year, like I did. Reflect on last year, and I always write things down. You guys know that. So one of the things you do is should write them down, so you can see my last year. It's my last year. It's all written down from last year. This is my long-term goal. My long-term goal, and listen, my best friend can tell you that I am not lying about these long-term goals. To have my juice bar, I said just to have a juice bar or a restaurant, but this is changing to a bed and breakfast and my juice bar. To write my third book, that's my long-term goal. To do a seminar on healing within 4 churches. To move down south, it was within 5 years. Now it's within 3. To have a healing ministry. And it says to have a Cottage House podcast. It's my long-term goals. It's all here. It says write it down and make it plain, right? Write it down and make it plain. And I don't throw these away. So this is 2024 to 2025. This is a long-term goal. I keep it. So reflect on last year. Take care of last-minute tasks. And I mean, those things should be your daily tasks, your weekly tasks. And so I think I say this all the time. If you have a vision board, if you're good with a vision board, if you're able to look at that vision board and put those things up there and you can visualize that thing, that's awesome. I'm not that way. I'm a different type of learner. I call it goal mapping. With goal mapping, for me, I know my destination. I know what I want. However, I need to look at things from a modern perspective every day. What do I have to do every single day? After I complete everything every single day, what are my weekly tasks? Because I have them. Because it's not just me. It's not just me that I'm looking for and that I'm thinking about. I have my family that I have to take care of. So my weekly task is making sure they eat. I cook on Wednesday and Sundays. Today is Wednesday. I made sure they ate. I cooked today. That's all. That's out the window. So I don't have to cook until Sunday. Right? So my daily and my weekly is done. What's my monthly task? The only thing I have to do again for the end of this month, because I don't have to do anything until for the 25th on Wednesday for the Trap Lounge, because we're not broadcasting anything. I just have to go back and find Therapy versus Treatment and rebroadcast it. That's my monthly task. That's it. Now it's a weekly, it's a daily, a weekly, a monthly. You have your 3 months. 3 months, you should be checking off, making sure whatever that thing is, your 3 months. If it's something major. So for my 3 months, I should have everything done for my life skills class to launch it. Meaning researching if I'm going to remember researching if I'm doing it on Facebook or YouTube. I should be having my lesson plans in there because I'm supposed to be launching this thing right at the end of January, right? I should be having my lesson plans in there. I should be gathering information to see who's going to be, putting the information out there on each of my sites, each of my social platforms, to see who's going to be wanting to do this class with me, the times, the dates, the flyers, all that stuff. That's in my 3-month plan. So then all the information out there, the confidential letters and stuff out there, that's in my 3-month plan. My 6-month plan, and then my yearly plan. And so on my 6-month plan, if things are piling up and I'm not doing them, Should that be in my yearly plan? Reflect on last year. Take care of the last minute tasks. Set goals daily, weekly, monthly, and 6 months to a year. Prioritize your self-care. Prioritize your self-care. Prioritize your self-care. I'm going to say it one more time again. Prioritize your self-care. Because if you're not doing that, you're going to get tired. You're going to get less motivated. Organize and clean your space. Remember, I had all this stuff up here. Not only was it bothering my husband every day that I came in the house, I went straight upstairs. I went straight upstairs. I did not look at this stuff. It was overwhelming to me. I was like, I don't even know where to start from. It was very overwhelming. I didn't know where to start from. I would go straight upstairs. Financial planning. What are you going to need for it? What's your budget look like? Create an action plan. Create an inspiring space with your personal space. Set the tone for your mindset. Like Deb said, peace of mind. Peace of mind is everything. I can't be in a place where there's too much noise. I have pets. My dogs are very calm. They must be. They must be. So if you're planning on working from home, or you plan on creating something from within your house, you have to have that space. It's personally all yours. Play to your strengths. Don't let things hold you back. And get outside every single day. Even if it's just to get outside and smell some crisp, cool air. Get outside every day. Again, write your goals down. Identify your why, reasons behind your goal to stay motivated. Find accountability. Share your goal with a friend, a family member, or join a support group. And celebrate the small wins. Oh, wait. You'll get your work and your life perspective. Like, your job is not your life. It finances your life. So create a healthy detachment from your work life. I'll say that again. Create a work-life perspective. Your job is not your life. It finances your life. Create healthy detachments that can help you avoid getting lost in work. I'm saying this to myself. Anybody else like that like work a lot? They know at my job I cannot do a Wednesday. I'll do overtime any other day. I might hit overtime maybe on a Saturday night from like 5 to 10, 5 to 11. I might do that, but not a Wednesday. Overtime sounds nice because it's a little cushion in your check. A little money you can put away to the side. But if you're having goals for entrepreneurship to try to create something else, don't attach yourself to work that often, because you're setting your entrepreneurship job at the side for you to do your work at home. You can't do that. Try to find balance in that. And if anybody ever heard of SMART goals, be specific. Make sure you be specific about it. Make sure these goals are measurable. Make sure you can obtain it, that they're relevant, and you have they're time specific. Again, weekly, monthly, 3 months, 6 months, a year. Break them down. Don't make sure these goals are like, real big. I want to become a millionaire within a year. Don't go on Instagram thinking you're going to be, a heavy hitter, because you see those things on Instagram, and those things are make believe. Everything that we see on social media is not quite real. It takes work. It takes work. It takes lots of work, lots of hours to get to where those people are, even if they're not what they seem to be. Work at it. Create an action plan. Create an action plan. Okay, guys. And again, I'm going to tell you your fundamental rights to freedom. I don't know why I'm telling you this. It's very beneficial to you. 2025 is coming up. Know your fundamental rights to freedom. Group of rights that the Supreme Court recognizes as being fair and legal, and are also rights that are listed within the Bill of Rights. Freedom of religion, the 14th Amendment, due process, freedom of speech, a right to privacy, the rights of interstate and intrastate travel, the right to equality, the right to assemble, the right to bear arms, the 22nd Amendment. Know your rights, people. Fundamental rights to freedom. Rights. Know your rights. If you guys haven't heard, the year of Jubilee is coming up. And it's established every 25 years. It's Pilgrims of Hope, which happens every 25 years. It reestablishes a proper relationship with God. And they just, I guess they just I guess this is what the Pope is going to be doing soon. I heard this on TV. Oh, Earth Day is their theme is going to be our power, our planet. They're going to be thinking about the importance of embracing renewable energy to combat climate control. And fashion design is going to be candy culture, the themes that celebrates individuality and personality, and features of pastel colors and sweet influences. I guess I got stuff off of the internet the other day. International Women's Day is going to accelerate the action. People can show their solidarity by sharing an image and a statement on the social media using the hashtag acceleration and action. I think they're using a little hand like this. I seen that on a billboard. And corporate themes is going to include AI, blockchain technology, and a lot of ecosystem. So, welcome to the future in a minute. Welcome to the future. All right, guys. 2024 has been a ride. Thank you guys for riding with me. Oh, you love my earrings, Dad? Me too. Ain't they gorgeous? They're gorgeous. Mm-hmm. Gorgeous. They fancy. They're gorgeous. You guys have been riding with me since 2022. I really appreciate you riding with me. Things are going to get bigger, they're going to get better, hopefully. I'm going to try to have guests, more guests on my show. If you have any topics, any subjects, anything that you want to discuss, if you want to come on my show, just let me know, topic discussion, and I'll have you guys on. For the remaining of 2024, be peaceful, be safe, be pleasant, love one another. God bless you guys, and I'll see you in 2025. I love you. I love you all. Be safe. Bye, my Debbies. Bye, my Debbies.